Hi there, welcome back. I'll just start by saying I'm sorry for the fan noise. It's too hot. I'm just not going to sit through this heat without a fan. What I have is a filter on my microphone whereby it shuts off when it doesn't detect noise. So as I'm speaking now, you can hear it in the background, right? The fan. But you couldn't then, right? Hopefully. I just did a test and I couldn't. So yeah, it's a compromise really. Yeah, you're going to hear it when I speak, and hopefully you won't when I don't, so maybe I shouldn't speak at all. Maybe that's a solution for this reaction. I did plan to keep my mouth shut a bit more, actually, even though it's coming to the last three. I mean, that's why, really, it's the last three. And, well, I'm only going to do one or two today. I'm going to leave the finale for another night, but, yeah, I kind of just want to watch it, you know. I'll spoil a lot of this show for myself by talking a lot, and I kind of don't want to do that. But at the same time, I want to do a reaction, you know, I want to react. So it's a difficult balancing act for me, and to get it onto YouTube as well. The talking does help with that. It does with the copyright. I mean, I put quite a lot of footage into into the edits, you know, and I can only do that by breaking it up, and I can only break it up by talking. So it's difficult for me, but it always has been. But ideally, that's what I want to do, because I don't want to put up like an 8-minute reaction. Do you know what I mean? Like with hardly any footage, and I don't want to get blocked either. That's the main thing for me, really. I don't want to get blocked for selfish reasons. It's not selfish, it just takes so long to get it unblocked sometimes. Anyway, so the fan's going to ruin this reaction. I know, whatever, I don't really care. I'm so hot. And we only have 3 left, so if they're ruined, well, that's just 3, well, 2 actually. So I'll see how it goes. The finale, I might not use the fan, but it might not even be hot, but I doubt it. It's summer now, it's going to be hot. Almost certainly, it's guaranteed. Yeah, but anyway, the last episode, yeah, Buffy walked out. Well, she had no choice, it seemed like. They like kicked her. Even Dawn said, well, this is my house too, like, I'm not leaving, so you've got to. If you know, if you're not going to run this group, you have to leave, kind of thing. That's how it felt, and that really shocked me. The Dawn thing particularly, I wondered at the time whether it was about Joyce, about the ghost of Joyce telling her that Buffy won't. In fact, it was the other way around, right? It was, I think she said Buffy won't choose you or something like that. And Dawn sort of didn't choose Buffy there. She chose the rest of them. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, honestly. I might be really stupid. Perhaps people know it's obvious, maybe. For me, it's not. I don't know. I'll admit it. I'm not sure. I mean, I did think for a second during the edit, I think it was, that maybe it was showing that, yeah, Buffy, I think I might have inserted some text into that edit about this, that maybe Buffy, maybe she is becoming like much more slayery, right? So not quite like the first Slayer, because she didn't take on that powder, dust, demon heart, grinded up dust stuff, whatever it was. I still haven't really watched that scene again to see exactly what it was, but anyway, I edited it, but I forgot to watch the whole thing. But yeah, whatever that was, the darkness that would help her probably in the fight against evil, but somehow, apparently it does. I guess that made the first Slayer less human. So despite not having that, maybe Buffy, the mission, like we saw with Robin Wood's mum, it was all about the mission, and she kind of sort of neglected the kid. I mean, you can't blame her for that, because it's a big mission, isn't it? It's an important mission to help keep the numbers down, at least of the, I was gonna say rid the world of vampires, but keep the numbers down of vampires. And yeah, maybe she had her own mission going on. Maybe there was an apocalypse during that time as well, and we just didn't know about that. I mean, Spike hasn't really talked about that at all, has he, really? It must have been more apocalypse situations during his time as a vampire, but yeah, he hasn't really talked about that, I don't think. Yeah, so maybe Buffy is just becoming less, I don't want to believe that, but maybe they're trying to make us believe that. I don't believe it, because we know how human Buffy is, right? That's the whole thing, isn't it, about Buffy that separates her from the other Slayers. But yeah, maybe the mission, temporarily, the mission's just taken her away from that. It's kind of, yeah, turned her into more of a soldier and a commander. And yeah, my point was that maybe that Faith is showing that actually she has the human side more now at this very moment. It's like, I can't even believe I'm saying that, because she killed someone, didn't she? The volcanologist? Is that what I don't know. I got that wrong. That was funny when Andrew got that wrong. Yeah, I've never seen Star Trek. The only reason I knew about that, it clicked in for me late, that when I was reacting to that. I think that's Spock's race from Star Trek. I've never seen Star Trek. The only reason I know about that is because the UK Office, but the UK original version, if you can call it a version, the main character David Brent, there was a scene about that. I might insert that into this intro, so you know what I'm talking about.
Gareth was quizmaster then, and the question was, what type of alien is Mr. Spock? And everyone put Vulcan, which is incorrect. Mr. Spock is half Vulcan, half human. Okay?
Oh, I don't want to talk about Mr. Spock. That was all sorted out then. All I will say is what I said at the time. Okay? Look at his ears.
That's when it clicked in. I was a bit late with that. I was like, what's going on? Then I was like, oh shit, yeah, he's a Vulcan or whatever. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but yeah, Spock. Yeah, that was good. Anyway, I think I've talked about what I need to talk about, haven't I? I've probably gone off track. I was probably mid-sentence there and I've forgotten already, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, the point is Buffy's alone now and Faith's going to have to take command and it's going to be a mess, I think. We've still got Caleb. Finally got that name, I think. I think it's Caleb's not, is it? I hope it is. But we've still got him, obviously. And that's the other thing I want to talk about. I knew there's something. I said it in the outro, but I think he's going to potentially... I think maybe the first is involved in this somehow, but we haven't seen the first getting in everyone's ear, the gang's ear, and like even like Willow, like I said, the gang, but also the Slayer, the potentials as well, the whole group. Now, we haven't sort of seen, apart from the suicide, but we haven't seen them, you know, swaying them. But we've seen students and police as well, and the whole of Sunnydale, because everyone's going mad and crazy, people are leaving. So we know that the Hellmouth's affecting people. So maybe they've affected the group as well. The Hellmouth. It's difficult to know who's doing what, really, because there's the first, there's the Hellmouth, there's this Caleb guy. You know, I don't really know. I think the Hellmouth's really... Because Buffy said it's like an annual thing and it's just bigger this time. So I think that is the Hellmouth, driving people a bit insane. The first, obviously, specifically targeting people. But yeah, I think it's probably the Hellmouth that's... been... not specific. Oh, well, yeah, it had to be specifically. That's why I think it should have been the first, and we haven't seen the first doing it to the group. So for some reason, the group, this is what I think maybe is happening, is going on. I said I didn't know, but this is potentially what I think is happening. That for some reason, the group has been influenced and they've been kind of persuaded almost. It sounds weird to say that because we haven't seen it, obviously, but yeah, to kind of kick Buffy out of the group, basically separate themselves from her, and that was a deliberate attempt by the first, the Hellmouth, Caleb, whatever, a deliberate attempt to get her on her own so that Caleb, and maybe the first as well, can possibly tame her, because he did say tame her, right? Tame her, to use her to wield what he can't use, as that scripture said something like that, didn't it? Not for thee. It should have said not for thee, for she. That would have been good, wouldn't it? I don't think it did say that. It just popped into my head. I say it should have. I'm no writer, but that just sounds more poetic to me. Anyway, yeah, he can't use it. No one else can use it. It seems like it. I don't know what it is, but I'm thinking it's power, because we even, at the beginning of the season, the first episode, Buffy even said, well, the manifestation of Buffy, not Buffy, the first even said, it's not about something, I've forgotten now, but it's about power. I remember that part. It's about power. So maybe, yeah, that makes sense that it is about power. You do wield power, and that was worded that way, wasn't it? Only she can wield it or something. Yeah, so I'm thinking he's going to try and tame her now that she's on her own. They've separated her, isolated her, so they've made her weaker without her friends, because we know that with the friends she's stronger. Maybe not physically, but, you know, as a force, she's stronger with the friends. I mean, obviously. And she's kind of discovered that, or we've discovered that, and the first Slayer was like, we don't have friends kind of thing. I don't even know if she said that, but it was implied at least, something like that. So historically, Slayers are loners, but Buffy is a different one. She's a different kind of Slayer. She's a new breed. Anyway, 10 minutes of intro again. Oh my god, I don't mean to do these long intros, but I'm coming to the show, and it's a great show, right? There's a lot to say, and I want to talk about it. So hopefully people aren't triggered by that. Look, you can skip it, can't you? I mean, I've put some text in the top there. Yeah, so you can see people who, well, I'm not talking to those people now because they've skipped. But anyway, look, we're going to get on with it. And yeah, I'm really excited for this episode, which is episode 20. I'm really excited for it. Let's get to it.
Power to the people. You sound like a child of the 70s.
What I'm saying is we're in charge of ourselves.
Arguing already.
Freak out.
How long has it been? 5 minutes?
It's going to be
For
fun.
example, once Really, it's for the best.
Anyway,
Yeah.
one of those you countries.
Then why do I feel
like
like
here.
this?
Well, no good feeling guilty now, Dawn. You told her to leave, effectively.
You guys
Supported
are
her.
wasting time arguing about how to argue.
Chill. All right, it's been a long night, and I don't know about you, but I'm wiped.
Oh, here we go. She's already decided to shirk her responsibilities.
We'll get some rest, and then tomorrow things won't seem so.
Yeah, there'll be no rest.
I'll check the fuse box. Don't bother. All the way from
Someone
the
cut the
street
power?
just went out. Which
Must-
means that the people from the power company got the hell out of Sunnydale.
I think I'm freaking out.
Oh, she literally was like 5 minutes later. Where's she going though? What? Okay. Where's this?
Don't move.
Oh, who's this?
Get out of my house.
I thought the place would be empty.
I was looking for
Oh.
a place to crash.
You can't just kick me out of my own house.
That's what all the cool kids are doing nowadays.
That was a good line.
It's not your town. Not anymore.
Just run off. It was a bit harsh. She could have just gone to another house that's empty, right?
Got any tab?
Okay. So, what, she's gonna squat in his house for the duration? Like, okay. I don't know what her plan is. Like, doesn't... Surely she's planning to take this on herself somehow. She's not just gonna hide out, is she, until it's all over? I mean, that doesn't even make sense. It's not Buffy, is it? Who knows? They're still here.
I spy with my little eye something that begins with a T.
Tapestry is the only thing in the whole bloody room. Don't say another word.
I'd listen to him if I were you, Andrew.
Rock, paper, scissors?
What's the matter with you?
Finally, someone's asked that question.
I don't want to die.
Don't worry. It's far more likely you'll live long enough to watch most of your friends die first. And then you'll die.
You can always rely on Anya. Let's be blunt as fuck.
As our friend the Reverend, I hate women.
It's basically untouchable. And there's the roid rage vamps, who are pretty much the worst.
Roid rage vamps.
And
Bringers. I think they're our
Yeah.
weakest link.
Are you thinking of attacking the Bringers?
Okay, we could kidnap one.
The first ain't gonna care about that.
Yeah, I'll get the magazines and start ripping out the letters now. Dear Master First, if you want your bringer back, well, we'll be surprised because you've got like 3 million of them.
Yeah. Seemingly. They killed a bunch and they're still coming.
Think about getting us a bringer and making it talk.
I don't think they're gonna talk.
why don't we send a team to the high school, do some recon, and maybe... Just like that. You're not
Is
even listening.
Kennedy gonna take over here?
Pushing too hard.
Yeah, that's kind of her thing.
Now, I'm your boss.
God help you all.
Kennedy, back the hell off and let me do my job, all right? Okay, let's get down to business.
That might be the first time anyone's put Kennedy in her place.
Is this gonna do anything? Or is all of this just to make the bringer sweat?
Yeah, what's going on?
You realize what will happen if the Slayer and her girls get it, don't you?
They won't.
Right, is this it?
Because you're going to kill all of them. And everyone they know.
Hallelujah.
I mean, he could just do that anytime he wants, can't he? We see how invincible and destructive he is. He could have just ambushed them right then. Like, he's full of talk, isn't he? I mean, he has killed two, to be fair, but... You know, why stop there? Why hang around is what I'm saying. Like, it's good for the show, probably. What's Kennedy doing? She left them all. Okay, it's an ambush. Right, did they keep one?
Never been the bait before.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually kind of scary.
I was gonna say, I thought she was gonna say that.
Let's get this back to the captain.
Face the captain now, is she? Okay. Never called Buffy that.
Hey, so?
The Wicked Witch, one of them called her.
Someone ripped out its tongue.
Oh, gross.
Right, so can they... No, they got no eyes. Well, they might be able to write.
Our mission went very well. We rode on Spike's hog, which was very cool, and
We don't need the whole
played some
story,
amusing
Andrew.
games. And oh, we got some information. But you know what? I really need to urinate.
He's a breath of fresh air, isn't he? Thank God I don't breathe. So, I think we got a lead. Where's Buffy?
She's not here right now.
When'd she get back?
We kind of kicked her out.
while you were gone, we all got together and talked out some disagreements. Buffy decided that it would be best for all of us if she took a little time off, a little breather.
He knows what's happened, I think.
Been practicing that little speech long, have you?
Oh.
So, Buffy took some time off right in the middle of the apocalypse, and it was her decision.
Well,
Yeah.
we all decided.
Oh, yeah, you all decided. Who do you think you are?
We're her friends.
Yeah.
Just want-
Oh, that's ballsy of you. You're her friends, and you betray her like this. The teacher, all full of wisdom. Now she's surpassed you, and you can't handle it.
It kind
She
of
has
feels that
saved
way a
your
little bit
lives
with Giles.
Again and again. She has died for you. And this is how you thank
Hey,
her.
why don't you take it down a notch or two? The time for speech giving is over, Bat Boy.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
I thought he was going to hit her.
Where is she?
I don't know!
Come on, now's the time to put your stalking skills into action, Spike. You've been doing great with them so far. Can you smell it? I was going to ask if you could smell her blood, possibly. Can you smell individuals' blood? Probably. Mosquitoes seem to be able to. The way they target certain people. Oh, here we go.
I am a drone in the mind that is evil.
Could you just shut up?
I say I'm part of the great darkness.
Somebody needs a reality check.
Or a muzzle?
Wait.
I'm
I
only
need
a
one of
fragment
those.
of the we. We work as one to serve the first.
Oh, he's speaking through Andrew. Why?
We work to prepare for the inevitable battle.
Wait, he's not fucking around, is he? He better not be.
How? Tell me exactly what the Bringers are doing.
We build an arsenal beneath the dirt, prepare for the coming war. At the farthest edge of town, we will laugh at you as you die.
I mean, they could have asked some more stuff.
So lucky that you did not just magically decapitate me.
We've got enough here. We need to get Faith in on this.
I don't think he cared, Andrew.
I need a lozenge.
Lozenge.
No invite needed. This town really is theirs now, isn't it?
Huh?
I heard. That bitch. Makes me
It
want
wasn't just Faith. It was all of them.
Yeah, all of them, wasn't it?
And it's not like they were wrong.
So she... Yeah, she's got no intention of... She's just going to hide out.
I came here because I got something to tell you.
Spike's going to convince her.
You were right. Caleb is trying to protect something from you. I think it's at the vineyard.
What do you even mean?
Well, you're not a quitter. This isn't something you gave up. It's something they took.
So, tomorrow we fight.
Tomorrow. Good night, Faith.
I'd say you're doing a bang-up job.
Oh, the mayor. The first come back as the mayor.
Get out.
Well, gosh.
I know who you are, what you are.
Yeah. Nobody's explained to you how this works.
Oh, so this is going to try and convince her that it's kind of is the mayor.
See, I'm also me.
Don't listen,
Richard Wilkins
Faith.
III, late mayor and founder of Sunnydale.
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. But feel free to keep talking,
well done,
because hell,
Faith.
I could listen to you yap all night.
Hey.
Buffy got him this far.
Why are you protecting her? You think she cares about you? She nearly killed you, Faith.
It's different now.
All she needs is an excuse, and she'll finish what she started when she stuck that knife in your belly. Buffy's dangerous.
I'm not worried.
If
Faith's
you're not careful.
a bit of a psycho, but she's not dumb.
I'm just saying.
No, they're trying to make us believe that she's believing this, but no, I don't buy it.
Food cartons, sleeping bags not rolled up. Everyone's very scared and unkempt.
Sounds dire.
Sounds like Andrew's there. Scared and unkempt.
Came, hit Faith a bunch of times and left.
Really? I mean, not that I'm glad.
Oh, you say the word and she's a footnote in history.
She's hoping Andrew got footage of that.
These are girls. But I got killed. I cut myself off from them.
To help save them in an attempt, or just to ease the guilt.
People are always trying to connect to me. I just slip away. You should know.
I seem to recall a certain amount of connection.
Please. We were never close. You just wanted me because I was unattainable.
Well, he still wanted you after he got you.
I've hummed along to your pity ditty, and I think I should have the mic for a bit.
Fine. What are you trying to say?
I don't know. I'll know when I'm done saying it. Something pissed me off, and I
Just wing it. Something will come out.
Unattainable, that's it. I've been alive a bit longer than you.
Huh.
And dead a lot longer than that. I've seen things you couldn't imagine, and done things I prefer you didn't. Don't exactly have a reputation for being a thinker. Follow my blood. Which doesn't exactly rush in the direction of my brain. I'll make a lot of mistakes.
Where does it rush, Spike?
100+ years, and there's only one thing I've ever been sure of. You. Hey, look at me. I'm not asking you for anything. When I say I love you, it's not because I want you, or because I can't have you. I love what you are, what you do, how you try. I've seen the best and the worst of you. You're a hell of a woman. You're the one, Buffy.
I don't want to be the one.
I don't want to be this good-looking and athletic. We all have crosses to bear.
I feel like that was almost as much about Spike's development as a character than Buffy, or as Buffy.
Spike, could you stay here?
Sure. Do me fine.
No, I mean,
Oh.
will you just hold me?
Willie. The best shit in the woods. No, I shouldn't take it there, should I? Because, yeah, it's not about wanting her this time. That was a good scene.
You a shrink now?
You keep looking for love and acceptance.
It's worrying me that she's still giving the first time here. Like, just walk away.
I love you.
Get out.
No.
They'll forever see you as a killer.
I said get out.
Well, it's not going to, so just walk away. Find the rest of the gang. Okay, well, I was wrong. Did.
You shouldn't sneak up like that. I almost took your head off. You looking to be the guy who puts the pal in principal for me?
Okay, you know what? I came up here to talk to you about weapons.
It was the first.
Well, you're really in the game now, Faith. The first doesn't show itself unless it thinks you matter.
Wait, hang on. It showed itself to Andrew.
He was like an old boss of mine.
Just a boss? And he's got you shaking like this? It was my mother when it came to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was her, right down to the perfume.
Wow, he had a memory of her perfume.
Yeah.
Oh man, that must have been painful.
I knew it was a trick.
No, so did I, but I still wanted my mother to hold me like a little baby. In a manly way, of course.
Of course. You know, the messed up thing, the first is telling me to worry about her, and I just wish she was here.
I think you're a good leader.
I'm an ex-con who didn't finish high school.
Yeah, well, I'm the principal of a school where nobody finished. And I am completely out of my league in this. Tomorrow, then?
Forget about tomorrow. This is tonight.
Hello. I thought this was on the cards. I didn't say anything, but I really did.
You're the leader.
Okay, I mean, not really the time for it, but there's obviously some sexual tension going on between these two. Yeah, the scene on the porch, that's when... Was that when she first met him? I think so. I thought that then.
What happened
Probably
to
obvious.
the girls?
Looks like there's only one girl here.
But what about the other ones?
Kennedy told them to get the fuck out.
They're not here, are they?
Nope.
She's got plans for Willow. Oh dear.
Nice.
I'm not sure how much sense this relationship makes, you know, but I'm kind of pleased. If Willow's happy, then I'm pleased. But I don't know what kind of... She's like the opposite to Tara, right? It feels like it would be sexual only, somehow. No?
Something not right?
No. I guess I'm a little scared.
It's probably stupid to ask why, huh?
I'm just scared that if we... And then...
And then?
Isn't that the good part? Good. If I lose that control and let myself go, I could just go.
She's worried about Dark Willow coming out again or something.
You're worried you're gonna turn into Big Bad Willow?
Yeah. Okay.
It's not stupid.
Hmm.
When we first kissed,
Yeah, actually.
Warren.
But that was
It's not
Amy's spell. It wasn't anything to do with Willow, right?
Just want you to know that you're safe with me. You can float around and I'll tether you down. My kite string? Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
You be a kite and I'll be your kite string.
I don't trust Kennedy not to let go, though.
I mean,
Oh, these two are back together, are they?
I should at least acknowledge the fact that some people might not
together,
wanna
together,
listen
but...
to an a cappella concert of people, you know, moaning and groaning. Disgusting is what it is. I mean, if we're done having sex, then other people should just knock it off.
She doesn't want anyone else to do it if they're not. Wow, just staring at each other. That's kind of creepy. I didn't expect an episode of sex. I guess this is the quiet before the storm. Well, the quiet. They're doing these musical like montages again, but this one's a bit different. It's kind of a bit graphic, actually, isn't it, for Buffy? Well, I didn't see any black eyes. So far, so good. Okay, yeah, well, that was on the cards as well. Oh my god, who isn't doing it? Giles. Giles is the only one, bless him. Well, the other potentials. Andrew. Oh my god, if it got to Andrew doing it. With one of the potentials or something, Jesus.
I envy them. Isn't that the strangest thing?
Well, it does throw me a tad.
That was a bit weird to say that.
But they're barely more than animals.
Jesus Christ.
Feeding off each other's flesh, it's nauseating.
He's worse than the first.
You're in the hearts of little children. You're in the souls of the rich.
Specifically the rich.
They're just sinners.
Is he more powerful?
I do enjoy your sermons.
I feel like he's like controlling the first almost.
You're the only man strong enough to be my vessel.
Alright, okay, well maybe not.
I know why they grab at each other.
They grab at each other. Wait, don't tell me the first is going to have a change of heart. Surely not.
I want to wrap my hands around some innocent neck and feel it crack.
Okay. Different kind of feel, okay.
Amen.
Yeah, he's up for that. Oh my god. I can't understand some of the things he says, but I quite like his character actually. At first I was like, oh no, don't bring in a new character this late, you know, because it's just it's a disruption, isn't it, at first, but he's really good, the actor, really, really good. Spike's stuck in here now, isn't he? Oh, he didn't think this through. Man, your Buffy's not going anywhere. Or is she?
So,
I
it
think she
turned out
probably is.
that all these stone tablets basically said the same thing. I'm thinking it could
Something
be
to do with
a
power.
weapon, and if we're looking for an
Yeah.
arsenal,
You're not coming.
Yeah, why is he making this speech?
what better place to find a...
Weapon. Good thinking, Andrew.
It's a pleasure, Faith. Back to you.
Okay, I need you four to suss out the situation on B.
Where do you want me, Faith?
By your phone. I'll call you when I need you.
What are we looking for?
Wait, is that her brushing him off after sleeping with him?
Everybody ready? Let's do this thing.
Yeah, she's left. I thought she would. It's the way she looked at him. What's this note going to say, though? You can't come with me?
Shouldn't be long now. We're almost there.
Yes, that's true. Now rouse the bringers. Get them back to work.
This is Buffy, isn't it?
Heard you got something in mind.
Well, I'm here to take it back, you bitches.
Well,
Yes, come on.
if it ain't
What's she got
Prodigal
planned, though?
Slayer.
She needs a plan here. She can't defeat this guy.
Lay a hand on me. If you can.
Oh? Oh, what? She just extra focused or something?
Caleb, this is getting embarrassing.
Do you have to look like that?
First troll. The first is trolling Caleb.
Everybody stop. I think we just found it.
It's the weaponry, but
Why'd they abandon all this stuff?
Maybe because they didn't.
oh dear. Oh my god, they're getting stuck in. Well, they have to, don't they? They've been ambushed. Right, so I'm a bit confused here. How she's suddenly more than a match for this guy. She's just playing defense. Maybe that's... Or maybe it was the confidence that Spike gave her. Helped her somehow. What's she trying to do? I think she's trying to get him to smash everything up somehow to reveal what this it is. I don't know. I don't even know if that makes sense. She's really good, isn't she? Can't remember her name, but she's good. I'm doing well. I mean, it is just the bringers, though. They're not quite on Caleb's level. Still.
You really should watch your language. If someone didn't know you, they might think you were a woman-hating jerk.
Yeah, okay. Wow. What is this then?
Is that it? I mean, not that that wasn't fun, but...
Yo, Faith.
Fun.
Check this out.
Oh, is this where Buffy is? They're gonna meet here. This is it, yeah? Oh. What is it? Oh, some sort of... It is a weapon, some sort of axe. Was it? I can't tell. What's this then? Oh no! Oh fuck! Oh, they're trapped in the... Oh my god! Okay. Oh, I can still hear the beeping. In that confined area as well, they're just gonna... They're gonna get blown up, obviously. There's no way out of that. It was like 3 seconds or something. Okay. So yeah, that... Huh. So that seemed like to me that was a deliberate trap to sort of... I don't know. How did they get there again? Hold on, let me just check that again. Oh my god, I've forgotten already. Hold on. Yeah, so that was just down, like, further down the sewer, I guess, and it's just some sort of opening they found, and it went down to the bomb. Okay. So that thing, hang on, let me just switch this fan off. I don't need it so much during the outro. I'll get hot, but whatever. I'm going to do a lot of talking, obviously, during an outro, so I should have done that in the intro, actually, thinking about it. But I'm not quite as hot as I was during the intro. Okay. What was this thing? I need to find it. Sorry, I apologise. It looks like... I don't know the names of weapons, but it looks like that thing that Buffy had. Was it season 3, episode 1? It looks like that kind of a weapon. If I got that right, I think so. I think they used that in the credits as well. When that was that epic shot of her kind of holding it in the credits. They used that for a while, I think, at the very end of the credits. I don't know if they still do that. I don't really watch the credits anymore so much, but I think so. It's one of those things, whatever that's called. I mean, it looks like an axe, but it's a different kind of thing. It's not an axe, but it's similar. Okay, and it's got a red sort of end to it and silver. It's stuck in what looks to be like black rock or something, or yeah, like it's buried in, like someone's gone to kind of, yeah, embed it into some sort of, it's like, what's that, obsidian? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Okay, so it is a weapon, and yeah, for some reason, or maybe that, if you bury that into the hellmouth, like maybe the hatch, or maybe that puts an end to it. It's got some sort of mystical superpower, and yeah, and okay, it makes sense that it was only Buffy could wield it. That makes sense now, so it was a weapon. I did think it would be power though, but okay, it is a weapon. Or maybe this is not what we think it is, and it's not this. Maybe it seems like it is, but maybe not. Maybe it's something else. What were they doing, by the way, the bringers with the rocks? They were like soaring into the... I don't understand what's going on there. So maybe this isn't it. It seems a bit kind of weird that there wouldn't be any security around this thing. I mean, obviously there's a trapdoor, and the first, it's their headquarters, isn't it? The wine cellar, but you know, Caleb's there, and he's not always there, and yeah, you think it would be surrounded by security. They'd have real vampires there, or although they're seemingly trapped under, they can't get them out, can they, from that seal? But bringers, just a bunch of bringers. I mean, there was bringers where the weapons were, who I guess were there to guard the weapons, but I'm still not sure if that was a deliberate ploy, or I don't know. Why did the bringers attack? Did they need to attack Faith and the potential there in order for them to find that downstairs bit where the bomb was? I don't know. They just attacked them, and then Kennedy just walked further down and noticed. They would have walked further down anyway, probably. But they did find the weapons. But you'd still think they'd check the rest out that was, you know, the vicinity, and they would have found that bomb anyway, I imagine. And obviously it was triggered when they opened the box. Okay, it was a bit of a strange sequence, that, of events, really. That, yeah, it wasn't strange that the bringers attacked them, because, you know, I guessed it was either, yeah, well, yeah, I guess they were probably just, you know, I don't know, living there, or they were just stationed there, right? Stationed, that's the word I'm looking for, to protect their weapons. And then they defeated them, and then they found that other part, and then they found the bomb. That was kind of a weird sequence to me. I don't really understand how that's a trap, really. How they knew they would have gone down there, why they would ambush them like that, how that played into them finding the bomb. Doesn't really add up to me. I'm probably being stupid. But it worked out that way, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Good episode, though. Good episode. I talked over some things. I wasn't entirely sure where Faith and the Potentials were actually going until I realised it was the sewers, but yeah, because I talked over a part with the map. They were talking about that, weren't they? I think, with Giles. No matter how much I tell myself not to talk, I just can't help it. It's such a good show. I'm like that when I watch anything, not just when reacting. If I'm with someone, people get annoyed with me because I'll pause it constantly because I want to talk about what I'm watching. Yeah, it's part of it for me. It's part of it. That's why I like doing reactions. It's part of it. It's just sit there in silence. Obviously, I do that when I'm watching something, but actually I do talk as well when I talk to myself a little bit. It's a bit weird, but yeah, when I'm watching stuff on my own, I kind of react on my own anyway, but yeah, I need that. I need like interaction. I know there's not interaction here, and that's why I look at the camera a lot. I haven't done it so much when because I'm side on now, but when I'm watching there, I look at the camera a lot because I feel like I need to talk to someone as I'm talking, you know, and it feels like interactions to me, and I can ask stuff and you can interact with me in the comments and stuff. So yeah, it's part of how I watch stuff, really. That's what it is, as well as a conscious attempt to talk because I need to get this onto YouTube without being blocked. Okay, so I'm just looking through the episode. Let's start at the beginning. Let's just make sure I don't miss anything. I've been doing this a lot lately. It's been working because these outros I forget so much and I need to kind of remind myself. So the beginning, yeah, they were arguing, weren't they? Yeah. I mean, I've just realised damn it. Sorry. I've using my mouse. That would have been the fucking, damn it. That's ruined all that. I think the mics makes a lot of noise because I was using the mouse where the mic is. Sorry. Anyway, oh my god, there's enough noise with there was enough noise with the fan. Right, so yeah, Faith and everyone really were arguing, and then it cut to Buffy, and she kicked that guy out of his own house. She'd just been kicked out of it, like she said, I think, right? She knows that feeling. She was kicked out, but I don't know how I feel about that. I'm kind of surprised she didn't say, oh, sorry, and find another house, because like she said, there'd be a lot of empty houses. I was a bit slow for a second. I was thinking he'd had the same idea, but it was his house, right? I was thinking he'd squatted and yeah, but no, it was his house. Yeah, I kind of feel that was the wrong thing to do there. She should have just gone to next door because she would have found one eventually empty, right? Anyway, she wasn't in the mood, was she, to kind of spend time doing that. He just ran off, didn't he? She just took the gun off him. He was like, I'm out of here. Yeah. Okay, let's get past the credits. Okay, there was a lot of discussion going on. Yeah, so they planned, right, to take one of the bringers. So that was Kennedy. Kennedy looked so different in that scene when she was playing the bait. She just looked so different there to me. I was like, I wasn't even sure it was her. She looked a bit like that one in that scene to me. She looked, I can never see very well, but she looked a bit like that one that got injured in a couple of episodes ago when Caleb's first showed up, who, yeah, got branded by him. So I'm still not sure who he is. I thought for a second, I'll just come back to this. So I thought for a second, he was giving me the vibes that I've kind of thought that not when I first saw him, but when we saw how powerful he was. But even during this episode, he was giving me the vibes that sorry, my night light just kicked in on my computer. I don't want that. Okay, get rid of that. Yeah, he's been giving me the vibes. He has been giving me the vibes in this episode as well. He was giving, for a moment there, he was giving me the vibes. I think I said, right, that maybe he's the powerful one actually. And the first, although it's like the the first evil kind of thing. It's like the ultimate evil, like creation times evil. I think it's kind of been suggested that that's what the first is. I still somehow got a feeling there that maybe he wasn't under the first control, or even that he was deferring to the first as some sort of authority, but rather it was going to kind of be revealed there that actually he's the boss. But because I don't know, I kind of had it in my mind that somehow he could be the devil. I don't really understand. If I don't understand why, there's no explaining that. But anyway, and I'm definitely wrong. But yeah, so she played the bait. They killed some bringers and they kidnapped one that unfortunately has had his tongue cut out. I didn't quite hear all of that. I heard it late. I think I was talking again. Was that just unlucky, or do they all have their tongues cut out? I think that was just unlucky. It just happened to be that one. So they did the spell, and for some reason it chose Andrew. Like, it's funny that Wood said that the first only really used main players, and it's used Andrew. I said, well, yeah, it's used Andrew because it wanted Andrew to do the whole mission killing Jonathan to open the hatch, which didn't work. Yeah, I said that, and I thought, well, that's probably, but it's been coming to him after that, hasn't it, as well? So it still sees him as main player. I guess, yeah, well, that was again another mission, wasn't it? So I guess he's accidentally a main player because I was going to say he's kind of gullible, but he wasn't in the end, was he? Because, yeah, he was doing it undercover in the end, but when they first asked him to shoot the potentials. But yeah, he's kind of a main player for the first, but not really, but really due to the fact that he's gullible and he can be manipulated, or the first 40 could. So that's probably more likely. But yeah, just going back to that. So it used him, the bringer, the voice, for some reason. I'm not even sure. I didn't realize at first. I thought, because Dan was telling him to shut up, I thought he was just going off on one of his, on one of his things that he does. It's like comic book speak or something. And yeah, and then I realized, and I was like, oh, but I don't really know why they chose. Maybe something was said there, it was clear, but I missed a bit of that. So yeah, but they used Andrew, and Giles got his throat. Okay, and then there was the whole everyone getting with everyone scenes. Yeah. Oh no, I've skipped over something here. Oh yeah, the fight. Spike and Faith was fighting. Yeah, I thought that was probably coming. I did think that. I was going to say, I kind of wanted him to, because of what she's done to Buffy this whole time, the whole show, and kind of what she, not really orchestrated, because they all had the opinion that Buffy should leave, kind of thing. So I still don't understand, like I said. Yeah, but I felt like Faith had it coming, and she deserved a bit of a slap there, I think. I still find it weird to say that. I'm not being sexist when I said she's a woman, right? I felt guilty for, because obviously women are strong in this show. Women are strong, right? You know what I mean? Physically, a man, you can't hit a woman, can you, as a man? So yeah, I still feel weird when I say I wanted her to get a slap there, because it's off a man, isn't it? Off Spike. It feels weird to me, that still, but anyway. Not in this show, obviously, but yeah, it's just a weird thing to think, Yeah, the Andrew thing. So, do you know, I just realised Xander's wearing his eye patch. I think we saw him. No, I think he had a bandage on still when he came back to the house that time, when he left hospital. I think this is the first time we've seen him with an eye patch. I didn't even notice, which is a good thing. It doesn't matter so much, does it? I mean, it does. But yeah, how did I not even notice that? Okay. Yeah, so Spike finds Buffy. I think he did smell her, right? I was going to say that. Did I say it before we saw him? Because I think we saw him like sniffing the air, right? I think that was showing that. And did I say that before that? Because I did think that. I was going to say, is he going to sniff her out? And then we saw that, or did we see that and then I said it? But either way, I was thinking that. Can he smell her? I think I was talking about something else as I had that thought, and I didn't quite get there in time. But I think that's what happened, right? I think he could smell her blood, like individual people's blood. We know Angel did that, or got. No, he got a taste for Connor's blood, didn't he? Recently, the recent one I've watched. Yeah. So I don't know. Can vampires do that? It seems likely that they can. So that's probably what happened there. he sniffed her out, which is kind of weird and gross, isn't it? But yeah. Oh right, so the whole mayor thing. Okay, not surprised to see him again. Honestly, he was annoying as ever. I really found him annoying. He was good. The actor's really good. The character's quite good as well. He just annoyed me. He's just irritating to me. I think he's meant to be. Yeah, and Faith didn't let it affect her really, but she kind of did, because although she came clean to Robin, didn't she? And she said, well, she was it told me that the first told me that Buffy is a danger kind of thing. So to admit that to Wood, I don't think she was saying that to get him on board and say it, like, convince him that she's a danger. I don't think so. I think she was just coming clean as to what the first did, which means I think that she doesn't believe the first at all there. She didn't fall for the mayor, even though it wasn't the mayor, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, the whole speech with Spike's speech with Buffy, that was really good. That was really good. Like I said, I think that was almost as much or even more maybe about Spike than Buffy. I mean, it was about Buffy obviously as well, but I was feeling there that how far Spike's come, you know, like what impresses him most about her is how good she is and how she fights for what she believes in, kind of thing. And Spike is that, isn't he? He's good deep down. He's really good. With the soul now particularly, but even without the soul, somehow he was good at, whether it was a chip or whether it was a demon, somehow the demon got swayed by her. I mean, yeah. I mean, we know they're good demons, so it shouldn't really surprise me. But you think, I would have thought a bad demon would always be a bad demon. Look, I've talked about this so many times, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore. So that was a really good scene when they, on the bed hugging. And then obviously Wood and Faith got it on. That was sort of on the cards, I thought. I don't think I've mentioned that actually, but I did think that, like I said, in the reaction. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if you saw that coming. I really did. Money with Faith, I kind of see that coming with any man she's with, kind of. That sounds terrible to say that, doesn't it? But even with Spike in the basement, she was kind of being sexual with him, wasn't she? That's how she is. Yeah, and we've seen her with Xandra, obviously, as well, with Riley when she was Buffy. We see her in the club. She's she likes men. Let's just say that. I don't want to be rude, and yeah, you know what I mean. But maybe this, she kind of dissed him actually, didn't she? She kind of brushed him aside when he said about something about a number or contacting her or something, and she was like, I don't know exactly, but that felt like the kind of when someone sleeps with someone and then they don't contact them again, you know, they ghost them kind of thing. That's what that felt like. I think that was meant to feel like that, right? Would suddenly realise who Spike, who Faith is. He suddenly realised that, yeah, he's just been given the brush off and Faith's a one night stand kind of gal. I think that's what that was. Maybe not, but I think so. Oh, and obviously Willow and Kennedy. I just don't know how to feel about those two. I said it. I think I said it perfectly for me, for what I wanted to say. I think that is exactly how I view those two. That I like the fact that Willow is enjoying it, but I don't know if it's got legs, kind of thing. I don't know, because she is can it be love? This is what I'm saying. I can't. I just don't see it. She is like the opposite to Tara and Kennedy, and I'm not sure we've seen a good side to Kennedy, really. I quite like the character, though. I like, you don't have to like the personality of the character to like a character. Like I've said this before. Some people really seem to. They'd really just want to like them as a friend, kind of thing, to like the character. But I don't have that in me. I don't need that. I just want it to be a good character. So if it's a bad character, I will like that character, So I'm not saying Kennedy's bad, but she's kind of not good either, is she? And I like the character. I think it's a good character. It's a well-written character, I think. It's quite interesting to put a character like that in amongst the potentials. I don't really know why they've done it, but it kind of works, and it's made for some interesting scenes. And there are people like that, right? Spoiled, who just take over everything, and yeah, they've got kind of no tact, no compassion really, and very selfish people. But character in a TV show, and Also, those kind of people in real life, you kind of can't blame them because they were brought up like that, right? I think you've got to realize why they're like that. And it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because at the same time, you probably don't want to be around someone like that in life. But you also have to realize that they weren't born that way. You know, they were made like that. So it's a tricky one. Anyway. So yeah, they kind of got it on, right? Well, they did. They definitely got it on. Yeah, this Xander and Anya scene. Let me just hear this again, because I don't think I quite got what they were saying. Hold on. Yeah, so Anya said, if we're done having sex, then other people should just knock it off. I thought that's what she said. I kind of talked over the first part of that when I just listened to it again, when she was saying it was like an orchestra, the noises they were making. I was talking and I missed part of that. So I wasn't quite sure what was going on there. I thought that's what she was saying, and I was right. That's hilarious. That's just Anya all over, isn't it? She was looking at Xander like, yeah, and Xander obviously was up for it. So they're back on, I guess, but is it still just sex for them? I mean, I think she said that, right, in this episode at some point. If we're not going to do it anymore, well, in that scene, right? So it was sort of about sex, and whether it still is or not, I feel like they're getting back together, are they? I don't know. It feels that way. To keep going back like that and doing it, it feels that way. Yeah, I'm just forwarding these sex scenes now because that lasted about a minute. The sex montages, that was kind of weird. But yeah. Right, so this I need to listen to this again. There's so much stuff that I probably missed. We're back in the vineyard, or the vineyard as they say it, or what is a wine cellar to me, but I don't know. Okay, that's interesting. So I think I missed that or just didn't hear it or something, but Caleb said to the first, manifested as Buffy in this scene, that you are sin, and he said something like, you're in me, and then the first said, when she said about being my vessel, I did think, oh, okay, that's so, yeah, let me just finish this. So she said, you're the only man strong. He said, you're in me. And I think the first said, that's what's making you strong. Or he said that's what's making me strong. And then she said about you're the only man strong enough to be my vessel. So I guess he's the most evil man available or on the earth, maybe. He's like the first picked him to be its vessel, and that's why he's got the strength. Somehow the first can give him super strength, or its strength. Okay, which kind of doesn't really add up, does it, in terms of the first, as Giles described it, but they might have that wrong when he read the scriptures or the diaries or whatever he read. When we first heard about it, season 3, episode 10, he said that the first, he didn't say this. I don't know what he said, but it implied, and it seems like it's the case that the first can't touch anything. He didn't say that, but it's not corporal, right? I don't think he said that, but it was implied, I think, when he first read that. So the official writings about the first is kind of true, but also kind of not, if it can use people as vessels. So it's using Caleb as a vessel, something that the writings about the first didn't know, I guess, because they would have included that, right? So I think, yeah. Okay, so now we've just learned that. Okay, that's something else that I obviously didn't quite pick up on, and that maybe makes me think that I'm wrong about Faith, that actually she does have designs on, I don't want to say killing Buffy, but yeah, stopping her, or yeah, probably killing her. I don't, because she said that the four of you, Giles, I think, Willow, Xander, and Anya, she wants them to go on like a recon mission, and they were like, why, kind of thing, and she said, I just want to see that she make sure she's okay. I don't know about that. So I think maybe she does want them to find her so she can then find her and take care of her. It feels that way a little bit there. Maybe I'm wrong. But we'll see. Okay, so anyway, I was right that Buffy was trying to kind of avoid him and get him to smash the place up so that she could she was probably thinking it was in one of the barrels or something, because I think she was trying to goad him towards the barrels maybe and get them smashed up. She could have smashed them up herself, couldn't she, actually? But that would have been obvious. But she did well to avoid his punches and his kicks and stuff. And yeah, that was kind of what the plan was, I think, there, right? That he would somehow reveal, and it worked out, didn't it? Somehow reveal where this thing was. And as I said, I'm not even sure this is the thing. If he knew it was under that barrel, that trapdoor, because I think that's what happened, right? He shoved a barrel out of the way. Despite his rage and he wanted to beat up Buffy, I don't think he would have moved that barrel. I don't think he would have. He's not stupid, surely. So I don't think that was deliberate either. I don't think he deliberately wanted her to go down there, but maybe he did. But it seems a bit ridiculous that if that's the entrance to where this thing was, that's in this prophecy, if that's it, I don't think he would have done that. I don't think he would have at all. So, and also the fact that it wasn't guarded. Like I said, it wasn't guarded by anyone. It was just free to take, it looks like. So I just don't think that's it. I think that's something else. So I might be wrong. So then there was a bomb thing and that's how it ended. Okay. Right, so this bomb, it seems like no one's going to survive this to me. I don't know how. They got like a few seconds or whatever. In a confined space like that, that's not going to be some little, it wasn't little bomb, was it? It's just, they're dead, surely. They're dead. That's what I think. I think Faith's probably going to die. In which case another Slayer will come to the fore. Maybe that's how it'll end, with a new Slayer. Maybe. And yeah, the rest of them as well, probably the potentials, unfortunately, are probably going to die. That's why. How'd you get... Well, unless it doesn't go off. It doesn't seem likely, though, that they'd fuck that up. But it's possible. I mean, bombs sometimes don't go off, right? If it's not wired correctly or they've fucked up the ingredients or whatever. I don't know how to make a bomb, but... yeah, don't let me know in the comments. I don't want to know. I don't want anyone else to know either. I don't want my channel getting in trouble for asking how a bomb works or how to build one. Yeah, good episode. Good. I'll score it. Look, this is such a long outro. Oh my God. Jesus. Okay, anyway, I'll timestamp it for the certain things so you can... Anyway, look, doesn't matter. No one's going to be listening to this who's done that. Yeah, I'll score it. I'll give it... I'll get an 8.5. It was really good. It wasn't excellent, but it was really good. And there's certainly a lot happened. And it seems like Buffy's found what she wants to find, but I don't think she has. I might be wrong, like I said. I don't know what that would be then. I can't imagine that being a red herring. Maybe it's just a special weapon, but it's not it. You know, it's not what was in that prophecy. I don't know. It kind of seems like it is, though, but also to me now it doesn't really. Yeah, anyway, good. Really good. And hopefully you enjoyed the reaction, and hopefully you'll come back, which I might do in a minute. I might not. I'm really hot. I'm going to turn this fan on again. I'll probably have it on for the reaction again. Yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll come back and join me for the penultimate episode. It's the fucking one before the finale. I can't believe it. I kind of don't want to do it for that reason. I want to leave it for another day, so I've got an extra filming day to look forward to with Buffy, but I don't know. I've set everything up now, so we'll see. But thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll join me for that one, episode 21. See you then. See ya. Bye.